Welcome to the ArtMiabo Podcast, the show where we talk to fine artists, creative minds, and cultural backers from the African continent. I'm your host, Gifton Yadike, and if you enjoy these kinds of conversations, please leave a like and a comment, share the video, and of course, subscribe to the channel. Now, today's episode is going to be a bit different. We were intending to have a live conversation, but were unable due to extreme network issues. Thankfully, today's guest was gracious enough to send us recordings of her answers to our questions. But who is today's guest? Well, she is actually a returning voice on this podcast. She first joined us during the ArtMiabo International Art Festival of 2024, Sculptor's Odyssey. That year, she was recognized as one of the festival's award recipients. For her contributions to sculpture and wood carving. She is a trained wood sculptor whose work bridges traditional and contemporary approaches to carving, and an important voice in the conversations about craftsmanship, tradition, and the place of women within a discipline that has been historically dominated by men. Miss Adebisi Adebayo. Ma'am, thank you so much for your accommodation. Now, my first question to her was, for those who may be meeting you for the first time on the podcast, could you please introduce yourself and tell us a bit about your journey as an artist?
Hello, I am Adebisi Adebayo Adenike. I'm a sculptor into wood carvings, basically both traditional and modern wood carving, and I've been practicing for over 10 years now.
Question 2. Sculpture offers many different paths and materials, yet you chose wood as one of your primary mediums. What first attracted you to wood carving, and what has kept you committed to it over the years?
Okay, what attracted me to wood basically was, I remember when I was growing up, my mom used to have a kind of a mini gallery. So I was attracted to the artworks in her gallery, especially to the woodworks. I loved them. So that was my first attraction to wood carving. And I've always loved it. So I chose wood because it's something I'm passionate about.
When people think of wood carving, they often focus on the physical labor involved. As someone who has spent years working in the medium, what do you think people most misunderstand about the artistic and creative side of wood carving?
I've been practicing for years. I think people misunderstand a lot about it, especially when it comes to the traditional parts of wood carvings, because, when you're talking about traditional works in Africa, it's spiritual. So mostly when people see you or get to know you as a wood carver, the first thing they think about is maybe adultery or something like you're carving idols or something like that. So that's the first impression of people and they get to know you. And when it comes to wood carving, what they think about it as being very physical. Yes, it is a very physical practice because it involves a lot of things. I remember even when I just started it was difficult for me at the beginning, but over the years, I've learned to adapt because of my love for it. So it gets easier over the years. And the most important thing is the passion for it. Thank you.
Question 4. While you are, first and foremost, a sculptor, you are also part of a relatively small number of women working professionally in wood carving. Have your experiences in the field given you any unique perspectives on representation, mentorship, or opportunities for women in sculpture?
And when it comes to the representation of women in wood carvings, obviously it's not that much. It's low, just a few, because even woodworks, especially the modern and especially the traditional ones, even for men, it's not as it's not as interesting as it used to be. Let's talk about women coming into it. So it's a few people who are interested, but it's coming up, like I said, and more people are getting interested in it, both men and women. And for the women in general, yes, I think I've been able to, compared to where I came from, now it's more appreciated than it used to be. Yes.
Number 5, looking back on your career so far, how has your relationship with wood and sculpture evolved? Are there things you approach differently today compared to when you first started?
My relationship with woodwork at the moment compared to where I started from, now I'm more confident when I'm working. Before, when I just started, I was afraid of the wood. When you see the log, you're like fighting by it and there was nothing to work with. There was no machines. You have to use your axe, your cutlass, and all that. So it was very intimidating. But now the fear of the wood has actually left me. I can carve almost anything. So I'm more in love with the wood now than I used to be. I'm not afraid anymore. I can carve house poles of 10 feet, 9 feet, 7 feet. I can carve basically almost anything, any size now, compared to before. And right now I'm also more creative about it. Yes, I think more before I carve now compared to before. Yes, thank you.
Finally, question 6. For young artists, especially those who may be interested in sculpture or wood carving but feel intimidated by the medium, what advice would you give them? And what excites you most about the future in sculpture? And what excites you most about the future of sculpture in Nigeria?
Young upcoming sculptors who are interested in wood carvings but feel intimidated by the medium. What I can say is this: the most important thing about being a wood carver is the passion for it. You have to be passionate about it. So when you are passionate about it, you feel nothing. It's just like a game to you, like you're enjoying yourself. And then you have to be resilient also and know what you want and what you're doing and not be bothered about what people say and all that. And at the moment, people are really interested in traditional woodworks because people are going back to learn from where they come from. And the most important thing is to know where you're coming from so you can know where you're going. So this is the right time for upcoming sculptors to be interested in wood carvings. And the sky is the limit, basically. The time is now. Thank you.
If you enjoyed this conversation, please leave a like, share the video. Once again, leave a comment, and of course, subscribe to the channel. I'm Gifton Yadike. I will see you next time.